So what have been your difficulties after you've embraced Islam?
I have run into a couple of obstacles since accepting Islam. Probably one of the most major ones I can think of is my relationship with my mom. She, as you would expect, having a Christian background, she didn't accept it. She didn't take it too well. And over time, and by handling the situation like I should, based on Quran and Hadith, I've slowly began to overcome that problem, and our relationship is not suffering anymore. She's come around and become a lot more open-minded, and we don't let it be an area for us to argue about or anything like that. We've really come a long way with it. That was one of the main speed bumps. Another big area, especially at first, was making the transition from my previous lifestyle to Islam. Not so much because Islam is so strange or different or extreme, as much as it was that my previous lifestyle was so extreme. I led a real wild lifestyle, and I was kind of a jailbird, you could say. So making the transition from being the wild child to being this pious, responsible, honest individual that's making all the right decisions, it was a little bit of a transition, changing who I associated with and the kind of things I did to entertain myself. It took a minute to get used to, but it just took a little bit of time and a little bit of understanding, especially knowing the benefit I'm getting in exchange for making those changes definitely makes it worth it. And in hindsight, it really hasn't been that difficult of a transition at all, because I'm so much happier now, and things really fall into place more now. Pursuing the lifestyle of Islam rather than doing things the way I wanted to do them in the past, which was doing whatever I wanted from one day to the next, and not really having any sort of a structured approach to life, and kind of just living like a heathen. Actually, I kind of wish I made the decision a long time ago.
Okay, so what would you say has been the biggest impact on you as far as making the decision to become a Muslim?
I was really impressed with how Islam covers all aspects of life. Any question or concern or problem that I've had in the past, have now, or will imagine that I'll have in the future, I've been able to address through the Quran or through the Hadith, and that really impresses me. It impresses me that everything, all elements of life are covered in the Muslim life. That the Quran and the Hadith have an answer, a solution, a cure for just about anything that I can think of. And really, it makes things a lot easier knowing that there's these answers out there for everything, and it's really interesting, and it really wowed me in the beginning of how much sense Islam made, how logical it all was, because I'm the kind of person that needs to be wowed and that needs to be impressed by something in order for me to take it serious. And studying Islam did that for me. And I studied other religions, and they didn't have that effect. Islam just really impressed me, and it continues to impress me. The more I learn about it, the more it interests me, and the more I learn about it, the more things I find out. And again, it's just, I wish I got into it at an earlier age. I think I would have benefited a lot more if I had taken it on when I was younger. I guess I had to reach an age of maturity before I A, understood it, and B, accepted that I needed some structure, you know.
Well, to wrap it up, what is your perspective about Islam coming in from an American culture angle?
I don't really know what to compare it to because I haven't experienced it from any other angle. But I look at it as being a system or a way of life that can benefit anybody. That it's applicable to modern day life. It's applicable to American life. It's useful and it's beneficial, and it just makes a whole lot of sense.
Well, do you feel that Islam in any way contradicts you being an American in any way, shape, or form?
No, not at all. Not at all. In fact, I think if I had made the decision to accept Islam a long time ago, I probably would have experienced a lot less hardships. I probably would have gotten into a lot less trouble. And I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there like me that were pretty rambunctious when they were young, that if they were raised to be Muslim, that they wouldn't have experienced anywhere near as much problems as a lot of the American youth experiences today. Because in Islam, there's an answer and there's a cure for everything from family problems, drugs, sexually transmitted diseases, crime, everything. Everything's covered. And in Islam, they believe that the best cure for a problem is prevention.
Do you feel like that you have a more personal relationship with God than you have in the past?
Definitely.
In what way?
I never had, not only did I never have a personal relationship with God before, I couldn't even wrap my mind around having a personal relationship with God before. And for some reason, Islam has been the only belief system that I've read into that made sense to me, to where I could start to grasp the concept of having a relationship with God.
Thank you very much.